I'll be buzzing around a bit, but I'm the best drone pilot in England, so you'll be okay.
Okay.
In this video later on, I'm going to give you information on how you can win a Neo.
So rumour has it you're the best pilot in the UK.
Best drone pilot in the UK. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Before we get started today, I just want to say thank you so much. We've hit over 3,000 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing. I think we're on 3,200 subscribers. If you are a subscriber, today's a really, really good day, because as you subscribe, you're going to be giving something away later in the video, so make sure you watch it. Today, we're going to be using the Avata 2 and the Neo. We're going to be using the motion controller goggles free, and we're going to be testing out some software called Gyroflow. Now, these drones film in normal. You can also add ReelSteady or RockSteady. Is it RockSteady, Dave? ReelSteady? Now I question him, one of the two. So DJI have some built-in software, but there's also Gyroflow, and Gyroflow takes the data that's stored on the card from the drone's flight, and it gives you buttery smooth footage. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. We were going to go to a park, because it's a really, really nice day out here in England today, but a good friend of mine owns something quite unique, so we're going to jump in the car, and we're going to go and see him, and we're going to fly these drones around his place of work, which is really interesting, so it's well worth watching. And we're then going to show you how you compare normal footage to ReelSteady or RockSteady footage, and then we're going to show you how Gyroflow works and how you get some really, really good shots. Dave, our videographer, the man behind the camera, uses Gyroflow every day, and I'm just going to ask him to insert some footage now of some of Dave's work, which is his full-time main work, just so you can see how good it can be in the right hands and if you know what to do. Right, Dave, so we've got the Neo, we've got 3 batteries. I've only got 1 battery for the Avata, but the Avata battery life's really, really good. Goggles free are absolutely brilliant, because when you put the goggles on, and if you tap twice on the side, you can actually see through the goggles, so you can't see what the drone sees. We're going to use the motion controller. This is absolutely brilliant. If you don't know how to fly FPV, this makes you learn instantly. So many people come in here to test our drones, and every single person can walk away flying around the building, flying up the stairs and all sorts of stuff. So I am no expert with FPV. This does make you an expert. And should we take the Action 5, bolt that on the car, and then we can Gyroflow that as well? Yeah, brilliant stuff. Right, let's jump in the car. I've just set the Action 5 into normal mode, so that's got no ReelSteady, and it's just literally raw out the camera. We're going to pop this on the car, drive along the road for 5 minutes on the way to our location, and then what I'll ask Dave to do is overlay that footage, so you can see it'll probably be quite shaky. We're then going to stop, and we're going to activate ReelSteady, which is the built-in stabilisation on the Action 5. And then at the end of it, we're going to use the Gyroflow software to get some really, really nice footage. So let's just mount that there, Dave. And we're actually running slightly late. So Tom, we are on our way. And let's do that. Right, that's it. Let's jump in the car. Let's get going. As I said at the start of the video, we were going to go to like a play park. We're going to a really good friend of mine called Tom. Tom owns a company called Squire Editions. If you're into your Land Rovers, if you're into modifications, restoration, all sorts of stuff, Squire Editions are a very, very specialist company, and they're fortunate enough to work just down the road from where we operate in Chichester. Would you believe Tom and his company Squire have actually designed and built a car for Vinnie Jones, which is quite cool. So you may have seen that on Vinnie Jones's channel. That's going to give us probably 2 or 3 minutes of normal footage. So in a second on the way to Tom's, we're just going to flick the camera into ReelSteady, and then you can compare all the footage, which could be quite interesting. Right, let's just stop here, Dave, and whack that into ReelSteady. Trying to follow me out. So I want to show them the mount, how easy it is to get off. So what I love about the Action 5 is there's no bit, you just literally pinch it and it just comes off. Let's stop recording on that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flick up to this button here, and I'm now going to activate ReelSteady, which is here. So that's all done. Is it ReelSteady? I keep getting it wrong. ReelSteady. No, ReelSteady Plus. Yeah, here we go. So it's called ReelSteady. Let's pull that down. Let's press record again. And again, look how easy it is to mount on the car. And that's it. We're nearly there. Oh, the other thing is that's super cool. Tom owns a tank. So if you're into tanks, in a minute you're going to see a tank. I think he's the only friend I've got that owns a tank, Dave, which is quite cool. Okay, let's cut that, Dave. And we've got enough now, haven't we, to show, haven't we, in post on what we can do with it. So let's just cut that off. Welcome to the channel, Tom. Tom is the owner of Squire Editions. I'm going to let Tom explain to you what he does. Why we're here is on Saturday I helped one of our good friends move in here as part of another business that Tom's got out the back. And I was chatting to Tom about the YouTube channel, and I said on Tuesday we need somewhere to fly some drones around. I then looked at Tom's workshop. I'm not singing your praises yet.
Well, I mean, you can do.
But that is the tidiest workshop I've ever seen in the world. So in a second, we'll ask Tom to go through and have a look. But Tom, just explain to us a bit of what you do here, because it's very unique, isn't it?
It is. I mean, we design and build custom vehicles predominantly for the field sports. That's what we do.
So
shooting, fishing, a day at the races, that sort of world.
Yeah.
We didn't actively campaign to do defenders, but it just organically fell that way. You'll see in a minute when we go in the workshop that 99% of our audience is defenders. So I think we should go and have a look and see what these builds are all about.
Let's get in this workshop. It's really, really impressive. And then when we start flying the drones around, it's going to give us a really, really good backdrop and some quite interesting, it's like a car shell we can drive through and all sorts. So
the Land Rover Classic.
Lots of risk for me, but the motion controller makes it so easy. Anyway, let's get in the workshop. Just have a
What did you say you're flying? FPV?
FPV.
What does that mean? It's nothing pornographic.
No. So first person view.
Oh, okay.
So you put goggles on.
Yeah.
A lot of people use a controller suit, which is pretty hard to be fair. I use a motion controller, which means you just angle it and it's like a trigger, and it just means you can fly so easily.
So rumour has it you're the best pilot in the UK.
Best drone pilot in the UK, but I could be the best FPV drone pilot in the UK after this, as long as I don't damage any of your beautiful cars. Anyway,
let's go find out.
Have a look.
Over to you, Jackie Day, for your...
You're right, chaps. I'll be buzzing around a bit, but I'm the best drone pilot in England, so you'll be okay.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. Tom has briefed you, hasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Always.
Tom, this workshop is something else.
I mean, it's down to these guys that keep it clean and tidy, but no, definitely. I mean, a nice clean workshop is a nice clean job. I know it's that famous old expression, but it really is. I mean,
just walk me around and explain.
Yeah, of course.
So you do all your own trimming here as well?
Do all our own trim, so that's Tupper's in the background there. He does the trimming here, so we have, there you go, he's giving us a little wave. So we've got the upholstery shop here, we've got the metal fabrication that side, and then we've also got the electrical. So Ben, who's just behind us, he might even give us a little wave.
Hi, Ben.
He does all of the electrician side, so makes the wiring looms. He pieces together for the engine work, for audios, and main looms on cars. Down this side, we've got mechanical, and this is more refit.
Yeah. So that's a chassis and engine, yeah? That's quite something.
Yeah, that is. I mean, that's a really, really special build for a company called John Rigby & Co.
Yeah.
So they're one of the top 5 English gun makers.
Right.
A very special project that we're building this Range Rover Classic from a ground up rebuild. and it's going to be used to launch the new shotguns that they're producing.
Very cool.
So really, really special.
So this is
build.
every single nut and bolt?
Every single nut and bolt has, yeah, literally nothing hasn't been touched. It's all
and I
everything.
take it that's going to go under that eventually?
It will, yeah. So it'll just be a seamless swap over, allegedly.
So how long's that going to take?
Start to finish, and that's really about 6 months.
Wow.
But
working on it every day, 5 days a
not
week?
every day,
Yeah.
but since you've got some delays of parts, a bit of organisational work that's got to be done, but you know, that's down to this wonderful team. It's not down to me.
And all the trimming looks stunning. What you do with the interior is something
absolutely.
else, isn't it?
There's and everything that we do in here is built to order. There's nothing about this place that is built to sell. So every single vehicle that we have in here is all come in through client specification. They've got the odd exception to the rule, like this vehicle, which is called Project Reggie. That's something that we did actually build for a client, but he's now wanting us to build a Porsche 964
so
and another Land Rover. Yeah, so that'll be in here. We've already got the car, but it's down in storage. So that's come back in to then give another Squire client an opportunity to acquire it. And then we go then recycle onto the next.
Very cool.
So yeah, there is the odd exception.
Brilliant. Tom does have a YouTube channel, which I'm going to post in the description. Tom, thank you.
No, not a problem
do you want a
whatsoever.
copy of my insurance before I start flying?
I've seen you fly. I trust it. I really appreciate it. But just
thank you for your time. And I think collabs are great as well.
They are.
We're two local independent businesses in Chichester. Now is the time to support local businesses, whether it's our businesses or any business. Because it's strange out there, isn't it?
It is strange. I mean, this videography world is something that I'm just trying to sort of acclimatise to.
You're doing well. You've got more subscribers than me.
Well, we've just paused it because we want to just go off on a different route. More authentic content. You know, that's what I think people want to see. What these guys are all about and what they do. So we're just going to put a bit of a pause, write out a strategy, see where we want to go with it, and then we'll then reignite that fire. But it's good. But I really appreciate your time.
No, thank you. As I say, we're going to put a big link in the description for Tom's YouTube channel. Please give him a like and a follow because it's a really, really interesting. As I said, everyone likes Land Rovers. There's not many people doing this stuff to Land Rovers in the UK. Right, let's get these drones out, Dave, and let's start flying around.
Start flying.
Some of these projects.
Good timing for me to go.
Yes, thank you. Thanks again, Tom.
No worries.
Cheers.
Take it easy.
Okay, so we're going to do our first flight now. We're going to use the DJI Neo first. This is currently set in horizon mode. If you notice, I'm going to sit down. A lot of people stand up when they do FPV. If I stood up and did it with the goggles on, I'd probably end up the other side of the workshop within about 5 or 6 minutes. I find it much, much easier to sit down. So I'm going to pop the goggles on. I can now see what the drone can see. The great thing about the goggles free is I've got 2 little wheels here so I can adjust my eyesight, which looks pretty good to me. Well, not my eyesight, but the image looks pretty good to me. The great thing about these goggles is at the moment I can only see what the drone can see. If I tap here twice, I can now see Dave, the cameraman, and as you can see, I can grab my motion controller. That's really, really cool, the goggles free. Then I tap twice there, and then I can see the drone. So to take off, we're gonna go button there, motor starting, press and hold that, press and hold lock, take off, and that's the Neo taking off. I'm now going to press record, which I believe is that button there, and we're just going to take a little nice fly around the workshop, being super careful not to hit anything. And so the motion controller makes it really, really easy to fly with. And this is in horizon mode. Getting a bit of altitude around here. So it makes it so easy to fly using the motion controller. And go down. Let's see if we can actually fly through the chassis of the Land Rover. So the Neo's absolutely tiny. Let's see if we can go through the window. So that's through the window of the Land Rover. And again, it makes it so easy to fly. Do you think that's enough footage, Dave, or should I do one more flight?
That'd be enough.
Let's go quite close to Mr. Electrician there, which is installing heated seats, I believe. Let's see how low we can go. So let's see if we can go low enough. Will it let me go low enough to actually fly under the Land Rover? So when we get the Avatar 2 out, yes, the Avatar 2's got much better quality camera, but it is actually bigger. So I'm just going to fly around here and fly over my head. So let's fly over me. There's a gentleman doing some trim in the background. And let's pop round here. Okay, so let's land. So let's turn that round there. So that's a quick 2-minute flight. I'm now going to land, so let's stop recording now. Actually, what I can do, Dave, is I can probably do it while it's flying, can't I?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're now going to do the second flight. We've now got ReelSteady on. So let's press there. That presses record, so that's now recording. Let's tap that a couple of times and hold that down. Motor starting. Oh, start again. So that's the drone going up. And we're definitely recording, so let's do another quick flight. So we've got 2 people working on the short wheelbase Land Rover now. So this is ReelSteady footage. Again, the motion controller makes it so easy to fly. Let's fly through the Range Rover shell or chassis. Come around here again. Slow down a little bit. Let's fly through the window of the long wheelbase Land Rover. And let's fly around here. Coming around here. Coming back round behind me. Coming around here, past Dave the cameraman. And that's it, so let's get that one landed. That gives you a really good example of what the ReelSteady is. What I've got to do now is be super careful, because the Avatar 2 is a much powerful drone, but it has a much powerful camera on it. As you can see, the stakes are much higher. There's some beautiful projects going on in here. I'm now going to attempt to fly the Avatar 2, doing the same sort of routes I've done with the Neo. If you're a subscriber to the channel, now is the time to subscribe, because in this video later on, I'm going to give you information on how you can win a Neo. Because we hit 3,000 subscribers last week, and I'm delighted, I've actually decided to give a Neo away. There'll be instructions later in the video. So anyway, let's get this in the air. This is in normal mode, and then we're going to use ReelSteady. Okay, so here we go. So let's activate the Avatar. As you can see, it's much noisier. Let's get it in the air. So it's actually gone higher to start with than the Neo. Let's now pop it in record. So it's now recording, and let's do the same sort of flight, being super careful of all Tom's projects. So this is in normal mode. This is in normal mode. Let's fly through the chassis again. A bit close there. And let's see if we can fly through the Land Rover. Get a much bigger drone. And then let's fly down here. And then let's go round to the left. That's quite a good shot, following the trimmer in. Get a bit of altitude, fly over my head. Let's come around here this time. I'm not sure how low the Avatar will let me go, so let's just see if I go around here and just see if I can actually go underneath the chassis of the Land Rover. Is it going to let me go under? Yes, it is. And again, I make it look easy. It is the motion controller. Let's pop around here. So that gives us about just over 1:30 of footage. So I'm just going to come back round this way. Let's go around here again. Let's go around here. Brilliant. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to land this and I'm going to put it into ReelSteady. Okay, so to activate ReelSteady, I'm going to click the button here. I'm going to go down to settings. I'm going to go to camera. I'm going to go to recording stabilisation is currently off. I'm now going to try ReelSteady. So that's now activated. Okay, that's done. Okay, so we're going to take off now. So we're going to tap the button twice, start the motors, hold the lock button. It's now recording. This is ReelSteady, so let's try and do the same sort of flight. So you should see a noticeable improvement in the footage, but you wait till we add Gyroflow to it. Let's come through the Land Rover, slightly closer there. Let's come around here and fly through the Land Rover window again. Whoa, it's a bit hairier. As I say, it's a much bigger drone. It's flying around behind me. Whoa, much bigger, Dave, isn't it? And let's come around here, let's see if we can fly under the chassis again. So let's start decreasing altitude. Let's go under there. And let's go around here. And let's gain some altitude again. Come around here. And let's come through the trim department. A little bit of altitude. And that's it, and let's land. I'm glad that's over. Did you see how tightly I was holding the controller, Dave? You know, you'd be pleased to know no Land Rovers were harmed making this video, which is great. That's actually, let me just show actually, to show how much control you've got. Let me get the flip and just show you. You know, these windows are quite, you know, you're flying these through here. So you can see the Avatar 2 still has massive control. The great thing is, we've used Tom's premises, he's very kindly let us have this morning for an hour. To get some footage, we can now go back to the office and analyse. So let's jump in the car, Dave, let's pack up, let's thank the team, and let's get back to work, and then let's see what Gyroflow does and put all the examples on the screen for people so you can really see what's going on. So that was really good fun this morning. Again, massive thanks to Tom and his team. We want to do some more bits with Squire moving forward, maybe some track and stuff and some off-road days. So watch this space. And again, please do give them a follow and give them a like and subscribe on YouTube. A couple of things we're going to discuss now. The first thing is the competition. I've decided to give away a DJI Neo because we've hit 3,000 subscribers. So thank you very much for that. If you are a subscriber, if you like this video and if you put a comment on this video, you'll be entered into the prize draw to win. I'm actually out of the country on holiday next week, but I'm going to take time out of my holiday to screen record and to pick a winner of the Neo. So next week's video, which is going to be how much money I've made on YouTube in the past 6 months, will include the winner of the DJI Neo. And the second thing is, I'm going to grab the camera now because Dave is a lot cleverer than me at Gyroflow. As I say, he uses it every day in his work. And I think it's probably better he describes and demonstrates and gives you more of a tutorial about just how easy Gyroflow is to use. Once Dave's done his little piece, I'll come back on the camera and then Dave's going to do like a bit of a reel for you, just so you can see all the difference in footage with normal, ReelSteady or ReelSteady, and then you've got Gyroflow. So anyway, I'll hand you over to Dave.
Hi everyone, I'm Dave. I'm the videographer and editor. I'm the guy who is always behind the camera, always behind the computer, building these things together. But just thought I'd give you a quick show on how Gyroflow works. Gyroflow works by getting all the gyroscopic data from the drone or from the camera itself and just completely stabilizing it. So what I'm going to do is I've got a shot that Mark filmed earlier when we were at the Land Rover. I'm going to open up Gyroflow, and I am going to drag in the file. So all you've got to do is just drag and drop it straight in, and it will quickly load. And what we can see is, we can see all the movements down at the bottom here, which is all the gyroscopic data, all the little niggles, all the little jitters and things like that. And on the right hand side here, sorry, on the left hand side first of all, we can see that it already knows that the detected camera is an Avata 2. We already know it's shot in 4K. We know how long it is and what frames per second is, and even what codec it's shot in, which is H.264. So Gyroflow picks up on all of that data. And on the right hand side, we can choose what level of stabilisation. Now, straight out of the box, it comes with 50%, and 50%, believe it or not, is more than good enough. So all I'm going to do is output this in H.265 in 4K, still keeping the same bit rate of 123 megabits per second. And now I'm going to export. It will export in exactly the same folder, but it will have a new file name after it saying, you know, DJI, whatever the number is, stabilized. Hit open, and now that's rendering off. And here we can see that that's going to take about 2 minutes just to render off and stabilize. So come back to me in a second and we'll have a quick look at what that looks like. So now that's exported, what we'll do is we'll take a quick look at what the unstabilized version looks like. So I'll just shimmy that forward to when Mark actually goes through the blue shell of a Land Rover. So this is unstabilized. You can see it's there's some jitters in there. It's not completely bad, but let's now open up the stabilized version and go through, and it's smooth, not a single jitter. Now, the good thing about Gyroflow is it works with any camera with gyroscopic data, which includes the Action 5, the Avata 2. It also includes bigger camera rigs, like the Sony A7S III. And the other cool thing as well is that you can bulk upload the files as well. So if you've got lots of files, you just bulk upload them, hit render, leave it, go and have a coffee or whatever, come back, and they've all been analysed, stabilised, and they're butterly smooth. And some may argue, and I'll let you decide in the comments, that Gyroflow stabilised is better than ReelSteady, more smooth.
So that's Dave's little piece done. If you're new to the channel, me and Dave set this channel up November, didn't we, or December last year, then had a month off due to being in hospital all the time, which you can see in previous videos. If you haven't watched last week's video, we went out on a £380,000 boat, and the other video before that's done really well. It's actually our best performing video ever, which is how to make edits very, very quickly, so it's well worth a watch. As I say, we want to give this away in next week's video. I'm on holiday, as I said. I'm going to screen record and get Dave to include that and send it to Dave in England in next week's video, but we'd love to. To win this, all you've got to do is be a subscriber, like this video, put any comment you want, anything in this video, and then we've got some software that we can use, and it will just pick a random winner. I'll screen record that, and then we will ship this to anyone in the world for free. You'll be liable for the duty if it's outside the UK. So anyway, let's close this video. Massive thanks to the team at Squire. Thank you to you lot. You know, I never thought we'd get to 3,000 subscribers. I think we're on 3,250. I've now set my goal at 10,000, and that will probably be it. If I can ever get 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, my life will be complete. If you want to hit that subscribe button to help me complete my life, because that's all I need now, I'll be very, very grateful. But anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks very much for watching.